Hey y'all, blessings. The girl coming in with another one. And I had a long day, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get in, but I got in. And you guys are going to catch it, at a normal time. But you see the topic. Abusers always tell, but don't vent to the wrong person. Okay? Abusers always tell, and narcs always want their abuse to be a secret. You get them narcs, don't be telling our business and blah, blah, blah. Abuse ain't no damn business. The business it is for the authorities and people that love you. That's the business, okay? Because they want you to be silent. Silencio. They don't want anyone to know what they're really doing and who they really are. And this is why narcs abuse you, because you are the closest person that's around them, that they revealed the mask, so they don't want you to go tell everybody that they got a mask. Okay, so you might be venting to a friend, a family member, a co-worker, or whomever. Okay, and even they might have even saw some of the abuse. They might even witnessed some of the abuse. Because you know how narcs always try to flip things around and be like, nah, that's not really what it is. They always tell you about their previous relationship. Whether they full-blown tell it or just hint, 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 hint. Because they can't even be silenced about their abuse. They have the nerve to try to tell you, don't be telling people their business because they want you to be silent of the abuse. But abusers always tell, because those people with the same minds, that's, got a same mind, that's with a narcissist, you're trying to figure out what the hell is this. So you got all these emotions and things are going on, and you're not understanding it. Even if you're telling your doctor or your therapist, you're going to tell somebody. It's never going to be a secret. They think that it's going to be a secret where they got this lifetime long partner where they're going to be able to be the narc that they are, demon that they are, the devil that they are, the evil that they are, forever with you. But you are still a human being. And if you're not a narcissist and you ain't down with the devil, you're going to say something. Okay, you're going to say something to someone. But do not vent to the wrong person, because if you vent to the wrong person, especially if it's someone that's close to you, a family member, or that fake ass friend that only saw what the narc wanted them to see, so they was already ready to replace you, stabbing you up into your damn back, because they was a narc too, but you just didn't know it until God revealed it. Okay, these fake ass friends, these fake ass family members, and fake ass narcs or co-workers or whatever, they're just ready to replace you. So when you're telling them all these terrible things that you are encountering with the narc, they may or may not believe it. May or may not believe it. So if they do believe it, they figure they can change the narc, or they're not going to let the narc do that to them. Or they don't believe it because the narc is so convincing to them. But the whole entire time, they're ready to replace you. They are ready to replace you. Because they're falling for the same thing that you fell for when you met the narc. But they didn't meet the narc in the right way. You met the narc, on your own, or however you met the narc or whatever. And even if you did meet the narc when they was in some situation and trashing the other person, or somehow you got dragged into the situation and the narc was so convincing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, just because you may have knew the narc when they was in a situation, but narcs, and especially if they were with a narc, have a way to drag you in. A narc with a narc has a way to drag you in, because the narc that's fed up with the most evil narc, needs to find somebody to get rid of the narc on, and they picked you. And they picked you. And then they knew that the narc wanted you, so they picked you. So both of them ganged up on you, and they both were convincing. The narc was convincing when that other person turned on you, knowing that you had nothing to do with nothing, and then you teamed up with narc because of the other person. Okay? But when you are with the narc and you are, spilling your guts or whatever to tell someone that you are not in a safe situation, you are unhappy, this is just not what it is, that person, the narc was always in their ear, smearing you, bashing you, but that person always wanted to be in your place because of what they thought that you were getting from the narc, because they thought that if they were you, you would have this great life with the narc. So the narc is now setting them up, but you're not, like the first scenario. So the narc is setting them up. And so now they decided they want to backstab you. And you invented all this abuse that you were going through with the narc. And they're pretending like they care, whatever. But what they're really doing, they're going over there telling the narc every damn thing you're saying. Even if they're recording it on their phone or whatever. They're just going to have the proof to the narc that, oh yeah, you should get rid of this person, and I'm so loyal to you. And then, so let's say it all works out. You find out that the narc is over there with that backstabbing Judas trick that thought they was really finna live this good life and replace you. But the narc was just using them to hurt you, and they was going to abuse them too, because the narc had a whole nother plan elsewhere. So that person that you vented to not only lost you, they lost the narc too. Or they might have possibly just said they don't care and stayed with the narc for whatever reason they want to stay there. Or the narc wants them to stay there to get back to you, especially if it was somebody that was close to you, because the narc always need an inside snake. They always need an inside snake. They only wanted to get this person just to be the inside snake because you was venting to the wrong person, which was the narc muse, okay? Which was the narc inside, spy. And then you find out, so you cut them both off. Or all of them off. Everybody. Anybody that's affiliated with the narc, whether they pro-narc or not, you just got to be done with them. Because you don't know, you don't have time to try to filter out who's narc and who's not narc approved. Okay, so you just got to move around. But that person that really took their time, that you vented to tell them about the abuse because you thought that they was, someone that cared about you and it was going to be there for you, they actually got the worst abuse, more than you, in such a little time, and they deserve that. They deserve that because they signed up with the devil, and they both are going to reap their karma. You got to be careful about these type of people that you want to be, affiliated with or friends with, and listen to their stories, because when you got somebody that you like, oh, you're going to be my friend, we're going to be friends, they always tell you horrific ass stories. Nothing they ever tell you about is godlike. Nothing they ever tell you about is good. They're always telling you about is tragic and all these things that they're the victim, the same as the narc. So you're just listening to them because they want you to be like, oh, well, I won't be that type of friend to you, or I won't be that type of person to you. You seem like a nice person, but the whole entire time they're wearing a mask. So you just really have to be careful about who you vent to. Go to that trustworthy person. Like, I have a family member that's my queen, that I can always tell anything to. And then I have an auntie, and then I have my Chelly. I have my Chelly, you know. And they can be so tricky, because the devil is so tricky. They can make you think that they are really, really like you, or understand, or pro you, and the whole entire time they could be back there just trying to make you lose your job, lying on you, you know, brown nosing, or whatever it is. And the narc just sitting there, stupid, ugly ass in the background, laughing at it all. But what they don't know what you really gonna do. And the ish hit the fan when you dump them both. Words not said. How about that, Narc? Words not said. Because God was on your side. And when God was like, you're done, you didn't have to go back and tell them why. You didn't have to go back and tell them nothing. And they'll both be tag teaming you. Not like, oh, did you contact him? Or that person like, did you contact? And then they both realize that they both got discarded. No contact. Done. Then they realize like, oh, we've been found out. Because y'all sloppy and dumb as hell and nasty and disgusting. I watched a couple of videos today on other people's stories. They're just nasty and disgusting. And I always said this one thing. Just be by your damn self. Clown around, date, and sleep with whomever you want to. But don't commit. That way, nobody can come at you any type of way. But what narcs do, they try to get in relationships, get married, and commitments and whatever. And then they still want to live that single life, but they want you there just in case whatever they're planning don't work. They got you there. Even if they are abusing you. They always abuse the person that is so close to them, because mask off. And that's when you start seeing all their ugly, like you can get with them because of their fake sweet persona, and you're just thinking they're just a kind person, so you just drop your guards down or lower your expectation or lower your levels. And you'd be like, well, maybe it's me, and I'm always dating these type of people, and this person ain't my type, or whatever. The people that are not your type, are not your type for a damn reason. And even if the ones that are your type, they turn out to be someone that didn't work, they may not even be the narc. It just did not work. But when you get with the ones that not your type, it's the worst situation you could ever been in. You could be like, you wasn't even my type because you're thinking you're some type of shallow. So lower your standards on their looks or their status or whatever it is. And then you end up with the worst person you ever could have met. I know that the most evil narc and the narc before that, and the most evil backstabbing Judas, was the worst I ever experienced. I have had friends that, we wouldn't friends no more, but I only got one that would take the number one spot of most evil. I've been through many relationships, but I got one that would take the number one spot of most evil. And not because it's recent. Not because it's recent. Because it's real. God is so good. And they need to know that. They need to know that, because they know that anybody that they ever encountered, they allow certain people to use them and abuse them because that's the person that they really wanted. Oh, they got abused by other narcs. But when they done it to you, they're never going to forget it. And they're never going to live a good life. And they're never going to have a romantic relationship, a marriage, or a friendship ever in their entire life that's real. Because either one or two things are going to happen. That person is going to figure them out, or they're just going to be a narc and abuse it. Okay? But know this. When you are the abuser, you always tell. And they want you to be silent. Use your voice. Use your voice. Know your value. Stand up and be gone and be done. Stop listening to the delusional crap that they try to put you through. They be saying the dumbest ish, doing the dumbest ish, trying to convince you of the dumbest ish when you know it's called gaslighting. Gaslighting is just lying or projecting, meaning that everything that they're doing, they're trying to make it seem like it was you. And they believe it in their psychotic ass mind that it was actually you. Nothing's ever going to change with them. Nothing. They rose with the devil. So they don't have any other playbook except for that. And then if it's an old narc, I'm going to tell y'all right now, you know what? If you meet somebody new, make sure they just not old. Because if they're a narc, you're just going to get the worst of the worst of the worst of them. Okay? Be by your damn self. What makes people think that being by your damn self is so awful? Be by your damn self. Only narcs are sexually perverted, where they can't be by themselves without sex. But if you are of God, God gonna handle everything. You're not out there because, oh, I'm so lonely. Oh, I need sex. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need friends. No. That's what the devil wants you to think. That's what the devil wants you to think. But, what the hell is all this hair? But it's always someone out there for you. Just be patient, sit back and chill. Think, even if you're by yourself, think about how you gotta wake up every day and you don't have to deal with no narc, no attitude, no bull crap, none of this, none of that. You don't even have to cook, clean. You don't have to do anything unless it's something that you want to do for yourself. That is more pleasurable than ever having to deal with a narc. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make your own decisions, because narcs always try to make you decide things that they want to do. That's always something sick, nasty, or stupid, because they're stupid. I can never get over realizing the people that I have encountered with narcs, and I'm like, wow, I used to look up to you. I used to think you were this, and I used to think you were that. And realizing that they was doo-doo under my shoe. If I walk through a damn dog park, they're doo-doo under your shoe. Their toilet paper, flush it. Flush it. They're trash, they're garbage, they're stupid. They have nothing. They're weak. They have nothing. And the whole entire time, you're trying to give to please doo-doo? Doo-doo is waste. Narcs are waste. Wipe, flush, discard. That's what I said. Wipe, flush, discard. And you will never look at them the same. And they know you will never look at them the same. So they know not to never even try again. Thinking they're the smartest thing and the most successful thing and the most funnest thing, and the whole entire time it was you. Garbage. They don't even know when to quit. When they actually get what they want, they don't even know when to quit because they garbage. And I don't give a damn what nobody think. Female narcs, y'all could be over here, over there, up and down, side to side, whatever. Because society today, and men, Nobody cares if you over here, over there, up and side to side. But narcs are always over there. And women care. But they don't want nobody to know that they over there, and they prefer to be over there because of their mammy and because of whatever they've been through. We all been through something, but we're not trying to recreate it and make other people suffer for something that happened to us that person had nothing to do with. So be careful who you vent to, because they're always going to be sick and delusional. So sick and delusional, they're going to lose every damn thing that they have. Even if it's a successful narc, they're going to lose everything they ever have. And for their children that is following their footsteps and ain't gonna do nothing, they just wait for narc to die. Can I say that? Oh, delete, unbreathe, I'm no longer here. God called them home, Satan called them home, however you want to say it. They're just there waiting to just cha-ching. But I'm going to tell you, children of narcs, be careful, because they will leave you with nothing. They will leave you with nothing. The whole entire time, you never learn how to do nothing. You never learn how to take care of yourself. You never learn how to take care of a bill. You never learn how to drive. You never finish school. You never got an education. You don't have a degree. That narc knows that you are waiting for them to be poof. And they know you're going to squander everything that they leave you unless you take on that narc legacy. If they know you're going to continue narking, they might do. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, children of you narcs that is capable of being a narc or just trying to hang in there because you not the narc, but you just trying to hang in there to get what you deserve because you dealt with so much, be careful. That narc will not leave you anything. They will actually leave it to the last worker that they slept with. The last person that they thought cared about them. The last person that they thought that they loved, and leave you nothing. Then you're going to be in court trying to fight it and blah, 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 blah. You don't never know what a narc is capable of or what they would do. So be careful on who you vent to about the narc. And you children of narcs, be careful, because if you thinking that you're just going to take the abuse, your mammy couldn't take it, your pappy couldn't take it, but you are the child, so you decide you're going to take it. Waiting for them to be unbreathed, they will still not leave you nothing, even if you are the only child. Okay? If you are the only child and you get left something, that means you took a lot of abuse. You just did. You just did. But at the end of the day, was it worth it? Your mental all messed up. You have no skills. You have no future. You don't even know where you're going to go. You're going to be very, very immature with the money and the finances, so it ain't going to last that long. So if I were you, I would just get my own life together and move on. And if they leave you something, that's just a plus, instead of it being your only survival of life after that narc stopped breathing. I didn't know how I was going to come in here tonight with this one, but I did. And I'm hoping that this hair that I keep feeling on my lip ain't on the video. But if it is, I go delete it. Like, I don't know, my hair is all over the place. But with that being said, God bless you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed.